Hey guys! So I'm here today to do a book haul, and I may have gone a bit overboard with the amount of books that I've bought in the past few weeks. I've bought about 14 books, and yeah, I'm just very excited with them all, and I may get dead stared by my parents when some of them arrive, but I have a lot of them here, plus a couple of presents and books that I bought towards the end of last year that I would love to show you guys. And yeah, let's get into it. So the first book or set of books that I have to show you is the Night Angel trilogy. I got these from my friend as a belated birthday present, and at one point we both didn't think they'd arrive. She accidentally typed in the wrong number that I live in, and it went to 2 houses down, I think it was, but thankfully they hadn't returned it yet and I finally got them. I haven't read this series yet, but I did borrow them from a friend once, but I never got around to it like I normally do. But from what I know, it's about an assassin, and I'm just really excited to get into these books. When I was younger, I had a huge obsession with Meg Cabot. She wrote books like The Princess Diaries and stuff. I did a huge order of all her books, but only one has arrived so far, which is When Lightning Strikes, which is the first book in the 1-800 Missing series. It's about a girl that she gets struck by lightning, and she finds out that she has these special powers that when she sees a picture of a missing child, she instantly finds out where they are. I read these books so long ago that I don't remember much, but I can't wait to get back into them. My mum unfortunately threw out a lot of my childhood books, so when I remembered how much I loved Meg Cabot, I had to get back into them and buy them straight away. So this is the first out of many that will be arriving here in the next couple of weeks. The next 3 books are from my nearest bookstore, QBD, and I went in one day and I kind of had a bit of a spaz attack. First, I picked up Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, but I went to the cashier register and the girl that worked there told me they had copies of these for, I think it was 4 for $15, but this copy itself was only $5, where the other one I had was a Penguin one and it was 10. I didn't have enough money to buy 4 because I had other books, but I will be going back there soon and just taking everything that I want. So the first one I got was Alice's Adventure in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll, and I have never actually read these books and I'm really excited to. This one's probably going to be in my February TBR, and yeah, I'm just really excited. Now, if you know me, you know my obsession with E. Lockhart. I had only really honestly read We Were Lies, but I went into my bookshop and I found The Disreputable History of Frankie Landau Banks. Now, I didn't know anything about it. I freaked out. The girl that works there laughed at me, and I called my friend and was like, do you want this book? I'm buying you this book now. I have read it, so I know what it's about, and I was a bit disappointed, but I'll talk about that in my January wrap-up. It's about a girl called Frankie who lives at a boarding school, and it's just her trying to uncover one of the secret society's secrets and being in control. Towards the end of 2014, I read the Selection series by Kiera Cass. Now, I had a lot of hate and a whole lot of love for that series, so there was no way I was not going to read the Selection stories by Kiera Cass featuring the Prince and the Guard. Now, I have so much love for this series and I can't put into words how angry it made me, but I think these were just a good companion. They gave you the inside of Maxon and Aspen. It kind of made me feel a lot less hate for Aspen, but still I have a lot, and it's tiding me over until The Heir comes out in May, which I am really excited for. The next 3 books are from Basement Books in Sydney. So I went there with my friend Karina last Friday and we walked around for a bit. She went a bit crazy, but so did I in a sense. The first book I picked up was The Crown of Midnight book by Sarah J. Maas. It's the second book in the trilogy, with the first one being Throne of Glass. I got Throne of Glass for Christmas, but I have not read it yet. And I thought I saw Crown of Midnight, and it was so cheap, I thought I may as well buy it now to save me looking for it later and maybe having to pay full price. So I'm really happy to get this for as cheap as I did. This book is Carnival of Souls by Marissa Meyer. I first saw this when I went to a book warehouse in Campbelltown the other day, but then I went, I think it was the next day, to Basement Books, and I saw it, and I decided I'd get it. She's the same author who wrote the Wicked Lovely series, which I have not read yet, but I really liked the premise of this, especially Carnival of Souls. The title just really stood out to me. The last book I got at Basement Books is a Sherlock Holmes novel, and it's The Sign of Four by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. I haven't read any of the Sherlock Holmes books, but I do have the Penguin version of The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, which I'm very excited to look at. And this is, yeah, it's just Sherlock, and Sherlock's absolutely amazing. I've watched all the TV series and seen some of the movies, and I just can't wait to get into the written works of Sherlock Holmes. So the next 3 books I got from my favourite bookshop, Kinokuniya, on 3 different occasions, because I tend to go there a lot. So the first book is The Sky is Everywhere by Jandy Nelson. I finished I'll Give You the Sun in about 1 sitting, or maybe 2, I don't remember. But then I knew I needed to read her other works. And this is the first one that I found, The Sky is Everywhere. And I'm not too sure what it's about. I think it's about, well, the blurb says it's about a girl who is fallen in love when she's meant to be grieving about somebody, and I'm really excited to see what happens in that scenario and and who she's grieving over. And it's just, the cover is really beautiful, the text as well. It has that tactile kind of smooth velvety kind of feel, and I love those books. I will buy those books straight away if I could. So the next book I have is one I saw on Benjamin & Tomes, and I really wanted to read it straight away, but I didn't know an Australian version was out. And that is The Rain by Virginia Burgeon. I don't know much about this, but I'm assuming by the catchline on the front page that just one drop will kill you means the rain will kill you. And I'm just really excited to read this. I'm really picky about dystopians that I read now, but this looks absolutely amazing and I can't wait. Back in high school, which was a hell of a long time ago, I did ancient history, and we really focused on the Roman Empire and all of those. And for a long time I've wanted to read I, Claudius by Robert Graves. The bookshops that I go to, none of them have had it, but I ventured into the Dimmicks in the city the other day and I finally found it. I just can't wait. It will remind me of so many good times that I had in ancient history, and I've always since then wanted to brush up on my knowledge, and I think this will be a really good place to start. The next book is Love Letters to the Dead by Ava Delaria, I think it is, and it's about a girl who, for her English class, she has to write a love letter, not a love letter, but a normal letter to someone who has passed away, and it just follows her as she continues on with that and keeps on writing letters to other people like Heath Ledger, and she's telling them about her life and she's trying to escape from her problems that are happening. I have not read this yet. It only arrived today, so I was really excited. It arrived really fast as I only ordered it last Thursday, I think. So the Book Depository has definitely upped their game, and I'm so glad to be getting the books quicker. The next book I had a kind of obsession with as soon as it arrived, and that is My True Love Gave to Me, edited by Stephanie Perkins, and it has so many amazing other writers in it. I was going to originally get the American copy, but I was watching a Katie Tastic video one day, and she showed this cover and the pink pages, and I fell in love. I received it and it feels just so beautiful, and it has the tabby thing, which I'm super excited about. I have not read this yet, but it will definitely be the first book I read once I finish my TBR list for this month, which I have nearly finished. One of my favourite TV shows of all time is Charmed, and I was looking on the King's Comics website a few weeks ago and I saw that they had the first volume of the Charmed novels. I have not read any of these, so I don't know where they pick up from or if they're just extra stories put in with the TV show, but I'm so excited to read this. I'm surprised I still haven't now that I've got it, because it only did arrive a couple of days ago, but it's Charmed and I will get through this in a matter of seconds, I'm pretty sure. The next book is the second in a trilogy that I have been waiting to read for a long time, and like Crown of Midnight, I saw it and I thought, yeah, I'm going to get it because it's cheap, and that's Buzz by Anders de la Motte. I think that's how you pronounce it. Anyway, so the first book is called Game, and I have not read it yet, but it is in my TBR jar, and hopefully I'll be pulling it out next month because I really want to read it. And this is the second book, and I knew as soon as I saw it that I'd need it because I haven't seen it for that cheap. Younger, I had a real love for spy novels, and that is why when I went to this book warehouse I picked up the first Ruby Redford book. And I have been picking this up at my bookshop for a long time, but it's always been too expensive for me to buy. And I found it there for, I think it was $8, and I was just really excited. I had to buy it. I think there's a lot of books in this series, but that's okay. I'm just happy to finally be given the chance to check it out. And just the circle in the front here, I don't know if that's meant to be there or if it's just because I got it from one of those cheaper bookshops, but I will check other copies and find out. It's all silver and it's reflective and it's so pretty. So pretty. The next book I have wanted to read, and I was actually going to buy it for full price the very next day, but I was at the book warehouse and I found Solitaire by Alice Oseman, and I was so excited. It was about $5 and I just had to pick it up. I pretty much screamed, and my friend bought the exact same book. I'm not too sure what it's about because I don't like to read blurbs, like I said, but I know it's about something called Solitaire, and I don't know if it's the game Solitaire, but I will be finding out very, very soon, and I'm just really, really excited. And it looks so cool. Look, it's got like little squares and stuff. It's so cool. The final book I have, I've been looking at Kmart for a very long time, and it's Dorothy Must Die. I know it's a kind of play on Wizard of Oz, but I don't know how, and I'm just really excited to get into it and see. One of my friends told me it did annoy her a bit, so I'm curious as to see what she says about that. And I also did find out it's apparently not a standalone, so it will probably be pushed down lower a bit on my TBR list, but it was cheap and I couldn't say no, but I will be getting to this in the next couple of months, definitely. Okay, so that's it for my book haul at the moment, but I will be back soon with another video. Let me know in the comments what books you have recently bought and what you're most excited to read, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!